Hi friends, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel Leela WebDev. Now in this video, we will try to do the asynchronous calls, async logic using the middlewares concept. So up to now we have learned about the middlewares concept. Now we will try to do the asynchronous logic, how we can achieve the asynchronous logic using the middleware we will try to do. So just normally we will write the code. So how we can achieve. Right now we are having the posts that are normal post data. So this is the static post data we are having. In the reducer we have created so the list of what we can say list of all the post data, and we are using this post data. Now what we will try to do, we will try to get the data from the ajax call. So that is nothing but what we can say is in the firebase.google.com. so we have already the firebase. For making the ajax calls you are using the backend calls using the firebase. So let's go to the get started, and in this firebase what I will try to do is, now here I will be using the React course. In this React course, let's open this one, and in the real-time database, and this is the URL. Now what I will try to do here, so now using the middleware we will try to do the asynchronous post call. So as we already know that reducers are pure functions and we cannot call the asynchronous post call here, right? Asynchronous ajax calls we cannot do it here. So we need to use the middleware concept. So middleware can solve the issues like these issues. So now what I will try to do here, let's go to the post actions, and here I will create two actions here. Export constant get underscore post is equal to, and here I can write something like post action get post. Okay, so this is one action, and here confirmed get post. So on getting the confirmed post, so now here I will be writing another one. So here I can write something like confirmed get post. So now let's try to create the action creators for the same thing. So now here I will be having the get post action, right? So here I will be using get underscore post. So in the same scenario here, what I can do, confirmed, that is all right, confirmed get post action. Okay, whatever the name you want you can give. So confirmed get post action. Now for this one what we can do here, confirmed get post. So we have created two action creators, and also we have created the actions constants. Now what I will try to do here, the post reducer is there. Now let's try to create a middleware for making the asynchronous call. So here I am going to the store.js. So already we have created in the previous video about how to use the logger middleware. So how the middleware will be executed we have seen. Now what I will try to do, I will create another middleware, something like get constant fetch data middleware or something like that. Okay, so is equal to, so I will be having store next, and also another one will be the action, right? These are the three nested functions. Now what I will try to do here, so in order to achieve this one, so what I will try to do here, if action dot type is equal to if it is get underscore post, somebody called the get post action, means now I need to do the ajax call. Okay, or otherwise normal request means, so I can return next of action, so I can send that action directly like this. So now here I am overriding that particular action. So here what I can do, so Axios. So right now we don't have the Axios. Let's try to install the Axios here. npm install Axios. So let it install. So Axios is successfully installed. Now what I will try to do is, so now here let's try to close this one. Yeah. So Axios dot get call. I will try to do Axios. So let's try to import this Axios dot get call. So I will try to make the Axios get call. So how can I make? So here I can take this endpoint URL, and here I can call /post.json. Okay. Now in this post.json, when this one is completed, so we will get a promise and then response. Okay. So here we will be having console.log response.data. Now what we will try to do here, we will try to call our own dispatch thing. So something like store.dispatch. Okay, so that using the store.dispatch we will call our own dispatch action. So here what I will try to call, I will try to call this confirmed get post. So that means we have confirmed get post, we will try to call this confirmed get post. So here I will be getting the post data. Okay, so here I will be sending payload as the post data to that action. Now here I need to send it. So here I can send it. Before sending, I will be formatting somewhat data here. So we will be getting as an object. So I am converting it to an array. So for let, so post in response dot data, and here what I can do, post dot push. So here I will be having the here you will be having the key. Here you will be having the key, and now what I can do, response dot data of key, and I will send ID of key. Yeah, I format this is nothing but the formatting of the data, so according to our own manner. So now what I will try to do, the post we got it, and now we will dispatch the action store dot dispatch, and here I will be calling, there is nothing but the conformed get post action, and we will be sending the post here. Okay, so we send the post to this one. So otherwise, so we are sending this one. So now if we are calling get post, we are bypassing this action to call an Axios call. When this Axios call is success, then we are dispatching the confirmed get post action. Now what I will try to do here, so now this one is completed. Now we need to do it in the reducer. So now in the reducer, here I will be writing another condition, something like if actions, okay, if actions dot type is equal to okay, get underscore confirmed underscore get post. If it is like this, means then what I need to do, so return state, and also please update the post with the payload, actions dot payload, right? So in this action we will be sending the payload, right? So payload is nothing but the payload here. What is the payload we are using? So we are updating the payload here. That's it. So now what I need to do, so now I need to call the data. Where I need to call, so whenever we are calling the post data, so here in the post.js, so here we will be dispatching the action bind action creator. So okay, and here we will be writing get post action, right? Action creator get post, get post we are not getting, so let's try to add it here, get post action. Yeah, so now here I will be using the same thing, get, now this time it will come. Yeah, so now what I need to do, so whenever we are component mounted, as this is a class component, so now what I will try to do, component did mount, right? Whenever we are using component did mount, I need to do this dot props dot get post action. Yeah, we need to call this action. Now automatically what when we are calling this get post action, means we are dispatching the get post action. So now automatically the middleware will execute for every dispatched action. So in the store.js, it will realize that the action.type is equal to get post. It will make the Axios call and it will dispatch upon getting the post, the new action confirmed get post. So this is the thing. So now we need to add this fetch data middleware into the apply middleware. So here along with this one, we need to apply this one also. Now let's try to see the output. If I open this file, so now it is telling that get post is not defined in the post.json. Okay, so let's go to the post.js. So I don't know where we have used get post. So nothing, so we didn't use anywhere. So I think it might be a problem. Let's try to reload it again. Yeah, so now see, you are able to see the latest post that also coming from the database. So now if you try to see here, if I try to refresh, now we are calling the API call post.json, and through the post.json we are able to get the data. Okay, so the data what we are having for, we are able to see, and when we are clicking on this one, we are able to add the data also. Now let's try to see the Redux also. Redux thing, how the actions are getting displayed. So if I click here, so now if I try to refresh this page, okay, right now we are not having store. Okay, fine. So I think we forgot to add this one, I think. Okay, we don't have this one. So let's try to add the Redux DevTools extension. 1 second. So we are having this Redux DevTools extension, right? So we will be reading this documentation. So one second. Yeah. So now let's copy this one. So here we will be going to the advanced store setup. Yeah, we need to copy this line. Okay. So let's copy this line and paste it here. Okay. Now let's go into the another thing. Constant store is equal to like this, and we need to use the compose enhancers, right? So let's try to do compose enhancers of middleware. We will add this middleware. That's it, and we need to import this compose. Yeah, that's it. Now the store will work. So let's try to see this one. So now if I try to refresh this one, now if I see we are able to get the store details. Now first the get post action is displayed. So now this action is bypassed with the middleware, and this for that it is making an API call, and confirmed get post is fired by the what we can say with the middleware concept. So here we have achieved the post data. All the previous post data has been deleted and new post data has been added here. And now when we are creating the post, we are able to get the dispatched action also. Okay, so this is how we will be doing the asynchronous calls in the Redux using the middleware concept. So ideally, if you try to see here, what is happening is this middleware is doing only one task. So for getting the post data only, it is doing this middleware will be useful. For example, for creating the post, when we try to post the data into the database for creating a post, then we need to create another middleware, right? So for these type of things, we will be using another library, that's a well-known library, that is nothing but the Redux Thunk. So in the next video, that is also a middleware only. So same like this only, it will be representation it will be having, but it will be having a clear cut some easiest way to representing doing the asynchronous logic we will be having in the Redux. So in the next video, we will try to use the Redux Thunk library, how to use the Redux Thunk library for making the asynchronous Ajax calls. Okay, if you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.